Hello, we're going to play Open String Boogie. It's a lovely funky tune along with the backing track. Now, you can either hold your violin like this, if you haven't learned how to do this yet, with your fingers around the shoulder and your thumb on the back. So you can do that. Or if you've learned how to hold it here, you can do that. Even though we're not using the fingers, it's a nice opportunity to make sure that your wrist is in this lovely line. So we're not doing this, we're not back that way, we're just allowing gravity to take our elbow down, and this is in a nice fluid line. But I'm going to hold on to the shoulder of the violin while we play this. So don't forget, we've got 2 bars introduction from the backing before we come in. And I'm going to stand like this so that you can see how when we start on the D, the elbow is in line with the wrist. When we move to the G, we're going to lift our upper arm up. Back to the D would be here. And of course, at the end of the piece, when we go to the E, we drop the upper arm right down. So just make sure that you're moving your upper arm to change strings. Don't leave your upper arm still and do it in the wrist. That's no good. We want everything to move together. So here we go. Here's the introduction. Are a couple of rests. Now we've got both of these in this piece, and I wonder if you can tell which one is which. They're both very similar, aren't they? One of them looks like it's sitting on the floor. This one looks like a hat, and the other one's sort of hanging from the ceiling. Now, before I tell you, just have a look and see if you can work out which one is which. One of them is a rest worth 4 beats, and one of them is 2 beats. So just have a think. Which one do you think's which? You might know this, see if you can remember. So this one is the 2 beat rest. And I remember that one because I think that one's sitting on the floor. Now this one, which would take a lot of strength to hang from the ceiling, is the 4 beat rest. So notice that this one is that way up. So this would be 2 beats and this is 4 beats. So at the beginning of this piece, you'll wait for 4 beats, then the next bar has another 4 beats in it. So a 2 beat rest, the 4 beat rest. So we had a quick look at the longer rests, the 2 beat rest and the 4 beat rest. Let's have a look at this one. This one is worth 1 beat. So that is the rest that goes with the 1 beat note. Okay, so that's a 1 beat rest and a 1 beat note. This is the one that makes the sound, and this is the one where we do nothing. So get ready for the next bit. So shall we do a quick quiz, and we'll go through everything that we know and see if you can remember them. So of course this is the long note, that's the 2 beat note, and we have our 1 beat note. We've got the 2 beat rest, and the 4-beat rest. So we won't use the proper names for now. We'll just see if you can remember 1-beat note, or a 1-beat rest, a 2-beat note, or a 2-beat rest, or the 4-beat rest. And I think that's the tricky one because they're very similar. So what I'll do is I'll hold up the cards and you can just say what you think they are. I'll give a gap, I'll give you a space to reply, and then I'll tell you the answer. That is a 4-beat rest. A 1-beat note. So that's a rest, and that's the 2-beat rest. And that's the note that goes with the rest that I just showed you. This is the 2-beat note. And the last one, a 1-beat rest. Let's break this piece down into smaller chunks. Let's start with our D, 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 G, G. And we're going to be really mindful that our bow is halfway between the bridge and where the fingerboard starts. So we're going to put our bow down in the middle here. If you're too close to the bridge, it's quite squeaky. And if you play down here, there is a technique where you play down here, but it's very soft and gentle. So we want a nice bold sound for this piece. So have a look at your bow, make sure it's equidistant. And here we go after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So were you pleased with your sound? Let's see if we can play that again. This time I'll play it and then you copy and work on getting the most beautiful sound that you can. And that's not only making sure that your bow is in the right place here, but that we're parallel to the bridge. So we're not wonky this way or this way. This sounds quite squeaky. Here we go. I'll go first and then you copy. And the difference between a squeak and a beautiful tone is tiny. If your bow's not in the right place by a millimetre, you'll get all sorts of funny squeaky sounds. So we've got to play lots and lots so that even without thinking about it, your arm will know the right position, and it's just playing it lots and lots over and over until you get the best sound that you can. Let's do it one more time. I'll go first and then you copy. So after you've played your D, 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 G, G, you have a 2-beat rest. So you need to count in your head 1, 2, before you repeat the D's and G's again. And of course they happen 3 times. So let's play this together. Here we go. Bow on the D string. Ready? And. And the last little bit has 4 E's. So your upper arm is going to come right down now, put your bow onto the E string, 4 E's. Now we're going on to the A string for 2. And 1 D to finish. Let's play the ending again. Bow on the E string. A, D. And then of course we repeat the whole thing again. I'm going to play open string boogie all the way through now without any accompaniment. And I'm going to play it twice because we've got the 2 dots, thin line and thick line at the end, which of course means repeat. So play the whole thing again. And when we have our rests, let's do sh, sh for the 2-beat rests that we have. And remembering at the end that there's only 1 little squiggle, so there's 1 sh, and then you're straight back to the beginning again. Here we go, bow on the D string to start, ready, and. Going to play open string boogie with the backing track now.